All right, guys, there we go. We're live right now on YouTube. Oh, we're live right now on Facebook. All right, I wish you could see exactly what I've got set up here. I've got one camera here, two cameras, three cameras. So this is a big deal. The optic mount is ready. All right, so we're still getting set up here. I'm gonna wait for a second, get everybody in here. All right, man, here we go. Yeah, we're running. Make sure I got it right. Okay. All right, there we go. Oh, dang. All right, we got 12 on YouTube. We got one on Facebook right now, and I've got the live recording back there on the camera. Hey, here we go. All right, Derek. Yeah, man. You motivated? You excited? I'm telling you, man, I am just super thrilled to have the optic mount completed and to be done with it. I mean, I love the optic mount, but I'm telling you, I'm with you guys, man. It's been a long time. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Corey. I agree. Yeah, what's up, Frank? Yeah, what's up, Tom? Aloha, man. Yeah, this is awesome. This has been a long day in the making. There we go, Richard. Yeah, man. So, all right, still waiting for Facebook to catch up. So we got YouTube Live, which is new. Really enjoying this. We can connect like this now. What's up, Brian? On Facebook? Yeah, Jay? Dude, I'm telling you, definitely worth the wait. We wanted to make sure it was absolutely perfect. We couldn't have easily just released something that was subpar or halfway, but what good does that do anybody? So I'm glad we got it right. Oh, what's up, Susan? Yeah, all right. The ladies are here. Here you go, Benjamin. Thanks, man. Brian, Don. What's up, Brian? We got two Brians. All right. Yeah, man. There we go. We're getting everybody in here. All right. We got 33 on YouTube. We got 6 on Facebook. I think some guys are still jumping in over there. What's up, Connor? I know, man. We've all been waiting forever. I'm telling you. It's been killing me, too. It's been early mornings, late nights. We wanted this thing to be 100% go. I tell you what, at SHOT Show, it was really cool to see how many people crowded around us at the KEL-TEC booth. So we took our, unfinished prototype over there to the KEL-TEC booth, and those guys are phenomenal, by the way. I really love how they've embraced us, as a third party creating solutions to what they're doing. They've been totally cool with it, man. They easily could have been like, nah, get out of here. But we were over there just demoing the optic mount at the KEL-TEC booth, and a good crowd of people, about 10 people around us looking at this new contraption for the Sub-2K. Really excited about it. All right, man, here we go. What's up, Hunter? Yeah, Ramon, I'm pumped up too, man. All right, good. We got a good crew here. We got 10 Facebook, 38 on YouTube. I'm glad we set up the YouTube Live. So, you guys know, man, we've gone down a ton of different directions on this optic mount. I mean, it started, let me see. I just want to kind of go down memory lane here because this has been 3 years in the making, and it's been one disappointment after another. And I know it's been hard for you guys waiting on the other end because we're like, hey, we got this new solution. It's going to make our lives different for us Sub-2K owners. We're going to be able to keep an optic mounted. It'll hold 0, and we'll be able to flip it out of the way, stow it, flip it back into line of sight, shoot, do what you got to do, and then flip it out, fold it up, put it back in the truck or your bag or whatever you're doing. So yeah, we wanted to add a little bit more functionality. All right, man. I love these comments coming in. So there you go. So we started down this whole thing with some really interesting prototypes. Here was one here's a plastic 3D printed. This is one of the better versions here, but it would clip to the side of the pick rail. As you can see up here, it would clip, it would like latch over and hold on to the plastic, and then this would bolt up to the polymer here on the side. So it was a good idea. It just never panned out. And we sunk a little bit of money into this one because we went further with it than we should have. And that was a waste. Those all went to the dumpster. This was another variation of that with like this folding lever, like kind of a suitcase buckle lockup, if you will. So it would, and I've got a ton of them here. So it would bolt to the side, it would come over, grab, and then it would pop back over, and then it would lock in place. Really good idea on paper, theory, didn't pan out well. You wouldn't hold 0. the lockup, man, is what killed us for so long. It was like, how are we going to do this lockup? What are we going to do? So we scrapped that one, went back to the drawing board. Here were a few other iterations, pick rail, but this is leading into the other version, which was this monstrosity right here, which is embarrassing to show, but this is where we also ended up. I don't even know if this one works anymore, but it is solid lockup. It's like hammered in there. I think I might have wrecked it out of frustration, but it's supposed to hinge out of the way. You know, similar idea and concept, right, to what we're running now. And that's the whole thing with prototyping. You know, it leads you down one rabbit hole, then another, and everything's starting to get better and better as you go, which was the whole idea. Took us 3 years and a lot of money down the drain. But we did get this, at least this base plate right, which is what mounts to the actual forward rail right there closer to the shooter. So you're able to see your red dot well. You're not way down at the end of your rail trying to find your red dot. And then this would fold over, this monstrosity here, and it was just too big. And then this thing would like pin out, so you had it mounted like this, and you'd have to like reach your hand up and pull forward, and then simultaneously drop it down. It was just didn't make sense. It was a good idea, it was a good direction. Then we even kind of threw together something similar to what Midwest was doing. We tried that in the very beginning. We wasted a good $40,000 there and ruined a relationship with a really crappy small-time partner. It was some drama, man. This actually nearly killed the company early on. So it's really interesting to see how amazing we've progressed through this, and really got a shout out to the MCARBO Brotherhood, every one of you guys, which, man, I'm telling you, we love listening to you guys because it's been a win-win. I mean, I don't understand why a lot of companies don't interact and engage and ask their customers, what do you actually want to pay money for? It just makes good sense. I mean, I like to keep it as simple as possible. And, you know, I knew it was going to be perfection is what you guys ultimately wanted. It wasn't going to be some subpar offering. Not to mention, this thing had built up for so long, our reputation is completely on the line at this point. So, a lot of frustration, man, and just finally, it came down to a little bit of that aha moment, like, ah, oh, dang, all right, that's what we need to do. So, I'm about to show you the real optic mount here, but there's one more. There's always one more. Here's another little jankety prototype we started with. Same kind of idea, clipping over. That was early on. The little Midwest like remake was early on. And this is another monstrosity here. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's all over now. Show it already. All right, Roger. All right, man. Fine. You don't want to hear my stories. All right. And then we did this little thing, skeletonized. We were going a lot of different routes. This was getting better, a little slimmer, still kind of that forward pin rotation. You had to pull it forward and it'd pop up, and then the pin would go back in. It didn't hold lockup, didn't work. So there was like a bunch of money down the drain. It wasn't a lot of fun. There was a lot of learning in the process though. So I wanted to start this video off with anybody that doesn't know us or doesn't know the Sub-2K. It's like, oh man, I got a sweet folding pistol caliber carbine, and how do I mount a red dot? So there's the problem, all right? In case anybody didn't know, you've got your Sub-2K, phenomenal pistol caliber carbine, you mount a red dot to it, oh yeah, and for one, it doesn't even co-witness when it's on the factory rail. So you're like looking through your red dot right there at your front sight post, like right here on the front sight post, not even on the actual post itself, you're like right on the, you guys already know this. So you fold it and then boom, oh man. So there were a lot of things out there, a lot of ideas kicked around. There's even another company that makes something, but it doesn't really do the complete job. And when I first saw it, man, I was a little envious. I was like, oh, they did it. Man, why didn't we think of that? But it turns out there were definitely some weak points in that design too. So I knew that if we were going to be better than what's already out there, we really had to step up the game. We had to really do something phenomenal. So I'm really excited to finally introduce something phenomenal, all right, for the Sub-2K, which is the new, and it looks like, man, this looks like what should come from the factory. This looks really nice, all right? You ready for it, everybody? Oh, we got 32 on Facebook. We got 68 on YouTube. Oh, what do you say? Flip your camera. Okay. All right. Oh, man, I'm just getting ready to do the release. Is it all sideways and jacked up? Can you see me over here in Facebook? Drum roll, let's see it. All right, man. Hey, YouTube's getting really pissed off right now. Facebook, you good over there? Come on, man. All right, dude, I'm with you. All right, so here it is. So the new SUB-2000 Optic Mount, boom, right here, baby. You're running and you're gunning, all right? So it flips to the side, locks up, locks in place, boom, boom, pew, pew. Out you go, man. Just like a special operator ninja. So I love how it is so friggin' spectacular. This is it. I'm blown away. I still don't believe it's real. I still think that this is a bit of a dream, and it co-witnesses beautifully. I mean, it's just really, I'm just really impressed with our team and what we were able to do to accomplish this. So you can see it says SUB-2000, or sorry, SUB-2K Optic Mount. We shortened it down a little bit. We're gonna laser engrave the side. And then there's gonna be MCARBO up here. This is the first one we laser engraved, so we're gonna, it's gonna look a lot better. We're actually drawing it now in SolidWorks. So it'll be really clean, really sweet. The lockup is spectacular, and that was something that really killed us for a long time. This lockup, man, so here it is. I'm trying to pull up and move it, all right? I can't move it. And that was the unique thing about this is, you know, the competitor's option out there, it'll move up and down, all right? So you're getting movement up and down. And even when we were testing the competitor's optic mount, we were noticing after a while, it would wear in that polymer, and then you would see your red dot jump left and right, left and right, left and right. So the cool thing about this is a hammer sear engagement. So it can go down, right? But it won't go up. So there's your lockup. It won't go up. It can only go down, but it won't go down under the spring tension. And then obviously when you're shooting, that natural rhythm is up. Everything wants to go up naturally. So you don't have anything to worry about. You got that sweet hammer sear engagement, that tight lockup, man. We really put a lot of time into this. We knew this was gonna be the make or break. If we didn't get the lockup, we were screwed. It was all over. It was just a waste of time for everybody. We were 3 years in the making. Finally, literally, I was sitting there in my office and I was like, what the hell are we doing wrong? Like, why can't we get this? I mean, if we can put a man on the moon back in the 60s, how the hell can we not put an optic on a friggin' SUB-2K and make it hold zero? I mean, why? In the 21st century, why can we not pull that off? And we finally did it. Really impressed with our team and the way we took that idea and put it into action and made something, produced something functional. It just blows me away. So it holds zero, phenomenal lockup, jumps right out of the way, folds up. Your SUB-2K is completely collapsible and adaptable to whatever you're trying to do. And it's just a beautiful thing, man. It is really nice. Co-witnesses. It looks like something that would come from the factory. Just nice, clean lines. It's an absolute co-witness. I know we're gonna get questions about that. So we went with the absolute because it makes more sense. So it's lower on the pick rail here. You can put a riser on here if you wanna get the lower 1/3. Yeah, so that's the next thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Guys are also, and I know it's not gonna please everybody. Some people were concerned with, you know, that stands up a little bit. Now this is the prototype. Like we've got 3 of these that are working. Technically prototypes still because they're not into production just yet. The good thing is production will be a lot faster because we've already got all the fixtures ready, all the tooling ready. There's nothing really to be put together here at this point. So production is gonna be 7 weeks. So I know that's gonna be a question as well. How long is it gonna take to get these? We're gonna do the first 500, get those completed assemblies, get them out to plating, and get them out the door. We may do some sort of pre-order. I know there's a lot of guys been waiting forever. I don't know how to do that. I suppose, I was just gonna open up to the forum first. So if you're in the MCARBO forum, the actual forum, not on Facebook or YouTube or anything else, get on over to the MCARBO forum. We're gonna open it up there first. So those guys will have first dibs on the first 500. So that's cool. And that's a nice way to show a little bit of support. You know, those guys have been there hanging out, waiting forever. I know I read a comment about 3 weeks ago, there was a guy that was like, I'm stepping back for a minute, man. The optic mount just ain't happening. It made me laugh because it was like 4 in the morning and I was on my way into work. And that's how we've been operating too, man. Like day and night, you know, every day is super early. because we want to make it happen, man. We want to make this for you guys. It's like we were trying to solve this problem for 3 years. We just got to get it, and we finally got it. Really stoked about it. One of the guys mentioned here in YouTube was you're gonna have a different case option, possibly. You know, that is a good point. Now there's a couple things here with the working final prototype. You can see we had a couple countersunk features right there because we were going to put actual little flathead screws in there. We did away with that. They're all press pins now. It's much more reliable. It's much more accurate, functional. We were going to make it to where you could take it apart, but we don't want anybody taking it apart. We want it to stay one clean working assembly. This is also going to snap 90. You know, that was another thing. We were trying to get 90 everywhere we went with this. This component here obviously is a little bit out, so it's not getting a perfect 90, but it will. And these springs we more or less had to create ourselves to get the prototype working, but the most important thing was testing the lockup, made sure the lockup worked, and that's how we knew we had a functional working prototype, functional working optic mount. It would hold zero, it would lock up. Those are the most important things. So all the hardware and everything else has now come together, man, and this is just beautiful. Really love the new optic mount. Lockup is phenomenal. So that was the thing. We wanted it to actually, you know, fold out 90. It's a little bit past 90 right now, about 110 degrees. So it'll fold out to 90, perfectly vertical. So when you collapse it, it'll be as low as possible. So that's about the best we can do in that regard. Yes, it's always going to be mounted to the side, but it's not going to be like the competitor's option where you got your charging handle back and you got like a piece of 550 cord around it and you're just hoping that it doesn't smash into your optic. You gotta take the good with the bad. I mean, really happy that we created something that solved a problem, a major one, and it gives guys another option. Really love this rock solid mount here. So you can see we went through these 4 screws here on the back side, on the shorter side of the forward rail. So it doesn't get in the way when you're railing out, and it's closer to the shooter. So you have that proper eye relief. Everything's natural. Everything's the same like it should be on any other firearm. So it's nothing new there. There's nothing to get used to. Whereas the competitor's options like way up here on the side of the rail, kind of jankety, falling off because it's plastic on metal inserts. So really stoked about this, man. Really pumped. Does it co-witness? Yes, it co-witnesses. So people are jumping in. What is the co-witness? It's absolute co-witness. So if you want to get, you know, the lower 1/3, you can put a riser on here and still get that. But absolute co-witness. I wonder if there's a way I can power this baby up all the way so you can kind of see it. So if I flip the sight down, whoop, I know this is not really, I'm giving YouTube all the love right now. So you can see basically it co-witness, right? I mean, it does co-witness. You can see perfectly. Wow. So you can see that red dot right on top of that front sight post right there. Yeah. Same over here. You can see that front side post. See it co-witnessing. There we go. All right, here's for the camera. For everybody at home, the camera doesn't really see much. All right, well, you guys are going to get them soon enough. So that's the other thing I want to talk about. We've got 3 of them. So what are we going to do? How are we going to get them out there? We got to get guys to actually shoot them. We got to get guys to beat the heck out of them. Preferably not break it, but you know, if it's a normal operation, I want to know. So we're going to get one out to the MCARBO Brotherhood Forum. So if you're on there, stowage an issue. Yeah, that's going to be the only thing that really anybody can voice a complaint about. Other than that, man, we have gone through this thing detail to detail to make sure the lockup is solid, maintain 0. I mean, you rock solid 4 screws here through the thickest part of the handguard. There's going to be a little bit of an issue as far as stowage, but it's on the side. It's not that big of a deal. Even in a backpack, I don't see it causing any kind of major problem. It'd be interesting to see, though, what everybody's using for concealment options. But really, that's not a big negative. You got to take the good with the bad. I don't think you're really sacrificing a whole lot, changing up your concealment device a little bit. So, briefcase, I like it. So this will fit in a briefcase. And that's the other thing, as we're doing this testing, you know, guys will be able to experiment with that a little bit, share that tribal knowledge with everybody, like, hey, it'll fit with this, it'll fit with that. You know, this is a revolutionary component mechanism for the Sub-2K. Same kind of folding aspect that we all like about the Sub. We've got it now in the Optic Mount, and we really do need this in order for us to have some good function in a hurry. There's nothing worse than, okay, I've got my Sub, it'll fold out. Now let me grab my Optic out of my pocket, attach it. Just, it's not very fluid. So this is much more fluid. Co-witness is really rock solid lockup. It's all 6061 aircraft grade aluminum, hard coat anodized, keeps price point down, reasonable level. And that was something too, man. There's no sense us making a $500 optic mount. So with that, I mean, the goal with the testing is to really push it as far as it possibly can. So we're sending one out to the MCARBO Brotherhood, and we're sending one out to 704 Tactical. So you've seen him on YouTube. He's got a good subscriber following. He's got like 108,000 subscribers. That's who we've got so far doing some reviews on our stuff. The M series, he did a review on that. He put it head to head with the factory Sub-2K. So we're really excited to see him put this head to head with the competitor mount that's out there. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to those accuracy comparisons. Send it to Nothing Fancy. Yeah, man. If anybody's got a contact with them, you guys were the ones that got us connected with KEL-TEC. So I'm putting the ball in your court. I'd love to have a little help there. I know some of you guys do have contacts with Nothing Fancy, Hickok 45, any of those guys, any of the major YouTubers. That'd be phenomenal. You know, we'll have a few more that we're putting together, so we could possibly, you know, send out a couple more and get some reviews on this. I'd love to see a head-to-head, toe-to-toe competition with what's currently out there and get a good accuracy comparison, kind of get their, you know, thought on, you know, which each one offers, you know, what are the pros and cons, what do you have to sacrifice, what do you gain in the process. So really stoked about it. Really love that we got a good show up here, man. We got 77 over there on YouTube, 21 on Facebook. Heck yeah, we're rocking. So I'm 22 minutes in. I know it's kind of a quick blast. I want to know what you guys think. I'm reading the comments here. Rail it, baby. Oh, what's up, Vince? Vince is back. What is it? Muzzle brake. Muzzle brake. I remember that. Vince is keeping the pressure on us for the muzzle brake back in the day. So we've done a lot of things to this sub. Muzzle brake, optic mount, rear sight to replace that plastic rear sight, trigger guard, trigger, flat or curved, the trigger bar to remove all that pre-travel, the spring kit to lighten that trigger from 10 pounds down to 5. Some guys have gotten like 4.5. What else are we? I'm reading these comments too. Extended magazine release, charging handle options, recoilless, skeletonized, double finger charging handle, bolt tube cover, the recoil buffer, which is really simple, must, easy one, and then obviously the new buttstock pad. So you do have to drill into this. We considered doing a buttstock, but it's just a ton of money that we got to invest, and we don't know, and everybody's different. We tried to do the AR adapter configuration, but I think this is a good meet in the middle solution to what's currently out there. You know, I showed how I compared to the other really spongy one. It's kind of like a jelly donut, the one that's out there now. This looks much more tactical, much more realistic, less like a flimsy jelly donut, less laughable. So really love the new buttstock pad. Anybody else had some experience with this yet? Have they put it in and shot it? I know a few guys have. What's the accuracy rate? Being able to fold it, time. Maybe you need to design a case. Yeah, man. All about the stowage. Oh, yeah. Yeah, all right. How about sell that one? Yeah, well, I know. We're going to need to get production rolling. So that is the main thing, is production from this point, getting them produced efficiently, not sacrificing anything, not trying to do it in a hurry. But we do have a good system. We have a ton of machines already set up and fixtured for it. So, oh, cool. Thanks, Tim. Tim loves his buttstock pad. Yeah, man. I really love how it disperses a lot of that recoil. You got a much wider surface area here. You don't have that notch cut out, but we do have the V2, the version 2 is coming out for anybody that shoots the shorter length of pull. Obviously, you got the longest length here, so you do have to sacrifice a little bit. If you're in California, this is great for you, right? All right, guys, so I'm really stoked about the new optic mount. Love this. So really at this production phase now. So the springs are being custom made at this point. Like I said, we moved away last minute from doing those little flathead screws. So you'll see on this little prototype, final production working prototype, how there's a couple countersunk holes there for flathead screws. So those obviously don't do anything at this point since they're all press fit pins, which is much more accurate, easier to maintain. Phenomenal. Really love this new mount. Let's see. Price point, Oscar. I love it. So that's going to come down to machine time. So how long does it take to make these? So when we're in the production mode, we've got to factor in the machine rate. And that's going to be something that has to be obviously dialed in. So what we can do to make it much more affordable is find more efficient means of production. So we can find better ways to machine this as we go. So I know the first couple hundred is going to be a bit of a learning process as far as it's going to take a little more time, a little slower. But after that, it'll be much more efficient because we're going to learn things along the way. So we've only made 10 of these to date. So we've got 3 that are like fully assembled, ready to go. The rest are plated, just not assembled. Like today was literally the day that we gave birth to 3 optic mounts. And I was like, oh, I need to go get this on YouTube Live, Facebook Live. So really stoked about it. Really glad we did YouTube Live. We got 83. Heck yeah, man. YouTube holding it down. Facebook only got 20. Oh, man. Anyhow, so really excited about this. The laser engraving, you're going to get this where it's sub 2K optic mount. And then up here it'll say MCARBO. This is jacked up. This is the first one we did. We were trying to do the logo, but instead we're going to just draw it in SolidWorks and run it that way. Veteran discounts on the products, of course. Heck yeah. On the optic mount, I got to see what we're going to do. I just got to see what it's going to cost to make this thing. And then obviously we're going to price it competitively. Bushings on the pins. No, there's no bushings on the pins. These are just straight press fit. It's a slip fit on one side and a press on the other. So it does move nicely. It's not like there's any sort of interference, but they're not designed to be removed, or they don't need to be maintained or anything like that. You're not going to need bushings or replace any bushings. Maybe you design a case. Yeah, man, all about the cases. I mean, that's next. We're really running out of things for the sub, which makes me kind of sad. We've done a lot for the sub, but also gets me pumped up because we'll start a few more projects. And it's not like we're done. There's always magwell option. Obviously, if you guys want it, we'll make it. Oh, got the YouTube notification before the Facebook. Okay. Love to see something that mounts the firearm exactly. Da-da-da. Yeah, man. I am pumped because we are done with the optic mount. Spare mag mount. Yeah, that's been a big one. That is definitely something we might end up doing. I know a lot of guys have asked for that. Problem with that is it's like everybody's got their flavor, what they want. Some don't want it on the forward rail. We did consider making a buttstock that had it incorporated, but that was going to be a little bit more expensive right out the gate, and then you don't know what the reaction is going to be. Whether it's going to be, you know, I don't want it up there, I want it back here, or I need something a little bit thinner, sleeker. This is really nice too, this detail right here. You can see the lever. You know, we didn't want it to stick out too far, not too short. So there was a lot of detail put into these optic mounts that we're really excited about. Can't wait to see. And here's the engagement back here. So we've got a hammer sear style engagement. So you can see, I'm going to show YouTube first. Oh, it's hard to see. And then trying to get it. Well, That's pretty hard to see. But you'll see it soon enough. I mean, you can see it as it collapses here, hammer sear style engagement. And you can actually see the backside too as it's, so the lever acts like a sear. That's the feature that's on there. So we're looking at the lever, and the top rail is like the hammer aspect. So you can see, right, locked right in place. And this thing is rock friggin' solid. So I'm pulling up on the optic right here. Beautiful thing, man. It will not go up. It can only go down, but there's enough spring tension too, and not that it actually wants to go down when you're shooting that muzzle flip. It's pretty phenomenal. Really impressed, really happy. The mutual collaboration between the MCARBO Brotherhood and then our team, just, I can't believe this is actually here. I'm still a little bit in shock. And we actually had this ready today, and it's like, there you go. Here's your optic mount. And I'm like, oh, okay. We're doing this. We really have an optic mount that works. So really stoked about it. What else do you guys want to see here? You guys want to get these? So hopefully Kona's watching. Kona is his name in the forum. Logan, are you on here? So I'm going to send it to Kona first in the MCARBO forum. Oh, all right. Stuart just said his Midwest rocks all over the place. So that's a lot of what we've been hearing. Oh, what's up, Mark? Yeah, man. Mark's been around for a long time. Yeah. There's Richard. Thanks, brother. Spare mag mount. And spare mag mount is starting. Yeah, man. So really happy with this. We're going to get that first prototype out to the forum. So Logan's going to get the first one, and then what we're going to do is we're going to bounce it around. So we're going to have a schedule. I know we need to make a schedule because we don't want somebody like, yeah, man, I'm hogging it for about 6 months and then I'll pass it around. So we're going to do a schedule. Kona will put that together, something that makes sense. And guys that have been around the forum for a little while, you know, we know they're not just going to like take it and like run off with it. That sucks. So we want to share this, you know, really shoot, put a lot of rounds through it. I love the one that goes out to the forum. You know, guys could like, you know, mark their name on it somewhere, small, like just kind of carve it in there. I'd love to be able to keep this this first one somewhere, maybe even mount it, plaque or something. I don't know. It's just 3 years, man. This is like took forever. So pretty exciting. ETA and when they will be available. So 7 weeks for production is the definite. Feels good to be able to say that. All right. Wants to see it. All right. So, because we've said 15 weeks for a long time, and people kept calling and asking, you know, when is it going to be ready? When is it going to be ready? And like a few weeks ago by, and I'd have to say, 15 weeks, I don't know. You know, it was so terrible, man. The delays, it's been depressing, I'm telling you. I've had to like distract myself with other projects, not really obsess over this as much and just kind of forget about it. So, you know, when this is ready, I was like, it's ready? Like we have a working optic mount? What? Not that I lost the faith, man, but it was just, you really had to kind of distract yourself a little bit. Otherwise, you would just get too frustrated. But it was great. I mean, you guys super supportive and just kept it. You know, a lot of guys kept the faith, man. They're like, you know, take your time, make it right. No sense making a piece of garbage, getting it out there to everybody, and then it's like, now what? You know? So that was the last thing we wanted to do, especially with our reputation on the line like this. This is something that I think will definitely put us on the map. You know, make a little mark there in the firearms industry. Pair this up with the obviously the M series that we're doing with KEL-TEC, which is phenomenal. Still blown away by that. Ready to do some more stuff for the KEL-TECs. We've got some stuff for the KSG, but you know, really excited to explore the other options that they've got in the making. It's pretty neat. There's some cool stuff coming. So, really love the optic mount. That stowed footprint isn't as obstructive as I first thought. Thank you. I'm telling you, man, because that was the major complaint where, you know, everybody was like, oh, it's going to fold to the side. Not everybody, but some said, oh, it's going to fold to the side. How am I going to stow that? You got to take the good with the bad here. I mean, the nice thing is you're not going to have to stow it with your optic down here in the way of your charging handle that might actually smash into it. I mean, that would be a catastrophic failure. Then you're definitely rocking iron sights from there. So, really pumped about the new optic mount. Love the foldability, and it's going to be right at 90 right there. So, a couple things aesthetic-wise we're kind of playing with, obviously, but that's it. And those are nothing when it comes to the major win, which was the lockup, holding zero, accurate, repeatable, stable platform for an optic to mount on the sub 2K and then fold quickly out of the way. Stow it right in your bag, your case, throw it in the truck, away you go. So really pumped about this, man. All right, 17 on Facebook, 65 on YouTube. Got mine from ordering on the M CARBO site. There you go. Thanks, Jay. Heck yeah, man, we still have the M series available. So if you're a little late to the party and you haven't done the installation 5 times, like a lot of guys that started with us, you're welcome. Now all you gotta do is just buy it directly from KEL-TEC with the parts already installed. But hey, those guys that have been with us from the beginning know their sub better than most. I mean, they've taken it apart so many times, they could put it together, you know, less than, what, 30 minutes? That should be the time at this point. So a lot of fun, man. Really love the sub. I'm excited to make another video, install video. I know a lot of the old ones are kind of outdated. You know, you've got some better practices now for doing some of these installations. Really excited about it. So what up, Adam? What up, Nyla? Everybody's checking on me, make sure I'm still alive in here. A little filming area. But yeah, man, really stoked about it. Really pumped. We've got the optic mount. Looks good. Definitely want one. Thanks, Raymond. Heck yeah, man. Are you coming in the video?
No.
Oh, is this the real deal?
Yeah, they just did that.
You want to display this in the video? Go, come in the video. Anybody want Nyla to display this?
Here, hi, Chris.
Come on. There you go. Yes.
Hi, guys.
This is Nyla.
Hi.
All right, you got to get up close. They can see the mount. So this is right off the.
Oh, yeah, right.
This is right off the press here. So we laser engraved that. So that's the new logo on the actual optic mount there. So you got to give Facebook some love over here.
Oh my God, I didn't know they were going out.
Yeah, we're doing both.
I see.
We're running both. So it's going to say M CARBO, just like that.
All right.
Not this other one that was really jacked up. But a little trial and error, that's what it takes. Good thing we have at least 3 of them. And it's only a cosmetic issue. Nobody cares about that. All right, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
I've been here for like 38 minutes. No
I've
water
been-
break, nothing.
Yeah, you want
Just
water?
peeing in my pants.
Oh my God, Chris.
Just kidding. Yeah, guys, there it is. So this is what you're gonna get, laser engraving wise, sub 2K optic mount. All right, and you've got the actual M CARBO logo. Nice work, Michael. Dang, that's good. All right, we got a hell of a team here. So really pumped we can all do this. While I was in here gabbing, you guys were watching me. They were out there working, making it happen. There you go. Yeah, so we're gonna absolute co-witness. All right, there's Corey. He's taking my money already. Yeah, man. I mean, not like that, but it's a quality product, so super stoked to get it to you, but it does take money to keep these things rolling. There it is. So there's the laser engraving, which we're super pumped about. We do all that here. Picked a couple of those up after SHOT Show. Good chunk of them last week. Oh, Tom, yeah, man. Heck yeah. What are you trying to creep in here? Oh no, Michael, you're gonna creep them out, man. Anyway, so this is the new laser engraving. Everybody wants to see Nyla. They don't want to see you, Michael. All right. Any idea how much? So we're looking at. No, not. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna make 500 is gonna be the initial pre-release, pre-order. We're shooting for $100. So if the competitor's running 100, our goal is to be right at 100. We don't want to be anything astronomical. We don't want to make it a tough decision. We want to make it an easy decision. Do you want an optic mount that'll repeatedly hold 0 time after time, get you on target? You're not going to have to worry about it jumping around, not going to have to worry about it falling off like others have reported. So really stoked about it. I'm happy to get it to that price point. And that's the goal. That's the hard part now with production, is how do we get it to that target price point? So we have to really make sure we're watching our speeds and feeds. We're doing everything that we can to make it as efficient as possible so that we're not driving costs through the roof for no reason. So that will be it. I'm pretty stoked about it, and I'm pretty confident that that's something we're going to be able to achieve. So super excited about it. This hammer sear style engagement right there on your folding optic mount, on your folding pistol caliber carbine, just makes sense. Just makes sense. And I'm willing to bet this is a little bit faster to stow and deploy than the actual competitor's optic mount. So eager to see the testing. I can't wait to see what you guys do with these. See the videos, the pictures, all the feedback, and even the storage ideas. I know that's one other little hurdle we're gonna have to cross, but nothing major. Awesome. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Tim. All right, Brian, when can we pre-order? Man, the other thing is I don't want us to take the orders and then something happened for whatever reason, and it's like we have people's money and now they're pissed at us. I don't want to do that. You know, I want to know 100% without a doubt when these are going to be delivered. Anything can happen, and in production, it is really frustrating. I'm surprised I don't have any gray hairs yet, but really pumped about it. It's happening. It's done. The design is there. You know, it's functioning. It's working. There's nothing else to be done but put it into action. Now we need to make a few thousand of these. So how do we do it and maintain that quality along the way? Make sure that everything is machined and manufactured to specific tolerances, you know, that we were willing to put our name on and stand behind. So 7 weeks is the target, and I'm more than confident we can hit that. So that's the goal. So we are getting ready now to get these rocking and rolling. When do you want them? I know you want them now, but we've got to do it right. So we can't miss any steps along the way, especially something like this. That would be terribly disappointing if you've waited this long and then you get it and it's like, oh man, yeah, sorry, we got to fix this, fix that. We're not doing that. Heck no. So we're going to make sure that it's a 100% quality product, ready to go. I'm excited to see everybody using them. Please show how it works again. All right. So, pew, pew, pew. You're done. You're out of the way. Stow it. You're good to go. Pop it out of your bag. Boom. You're on target. Do your business. Away you go. Done. All right. Yeah. So I love it. I'm really pumped about it. I can't wait to see everybody else's feedback. Is the video flipped? Is Facebook, are you guys seeing this sideways or what's going on over there? YouTube's good to go, all right? Tired of that cord from the other guys. Yeah, exactly. And that was something else that we saw with the other guys. It just didn't make as much practical sense. And I know, and it started with you guys, hey, is there a better way to do this? Is there something else we could do? Oh, all right, Dan. Thanks, brother, appreciate it. Awesome, thanks, Money. Yeah, man. So Facebook, are you guys seeing, is this flipped sideways? Do I need to turn it upright? Somebody respond if I'm sideways or if I'm good here. Oh, it's sideways? Thanks, Dave. Dang, all right. All right, hold on, YouTube. So let me do a little, poor Facebook, man. They've been over here like trying to figure out what the heck is going on. All right. So I'm just gonna kind of jimmy it up like that. All right, there we go. All right, disaster avoided. So Facebook, now you can see this straight on. So you can see optic, boom, out of the way, stored in your bag, ready to go. All right, deploying it, hold 0. You get an absolute co-witness. Everything's lined up perfectly. Sights perfect. Nice little red dot right on top of that front sight post. Phenomenal. The way it should be. looks like something that would come from the factory. Really stoked about it. Custom laser engravings coming with it. I mean, I say custom, I gotta be careful what I say. So I say custom, it's gonna be the same, not like the M series where we're doing custom engraving on everybody's PCC, but it's gonna be sub-2K optic mount. It's gonna say MCARBO. I got that one right here they just brought in. So everybody's pretty pumped about it, man. Everybody's staying late. And that's what's cool to see the team excited about it, see the morale boost. You know, we've got the optic mount, which this is our claim to fame to date, along with the M series, working with KEL-TEC, a mutual collaboration. Pretty amazing that they had that much faith in what we're doing, took all these parts and installed them into their pistol caliber carbine. Pretty cool. Really great group over there. Can't say enough about them. I mean, they're a really tight family, just like the MCARBO family over here and the MCARBO Brotherhood, which is awesome. So it's nice to have you guys supporting us, keeping us motivated. Everybody's keeping the faith. They have been for some time. Really love that you guys hung in there. Soon to come on Factory M Series. Yeah, once we get caught up, if the M Series stays on permanently, then this is something that we could certainly do as a add-on item. So maybe you're on the MCARBO website and you're like, all right, buying the M Series, and then it'll give you the option, do you want the optic mount? But obviously we have to get everything caught up. I mean, we're still a little piece at a time with the M Series. Like, we're doing them in batches of 200, and then until we get to 1,000, and then it's still unclear what happens after that. And the optic mount, we're gonna be running these babies all day long until people stop liking them or stop ordering them. So that could be a long time. So we're gonna stay set up. We're just gonna keep running. I have no idea how many of these we're gonna sell. And it's really gonna depend on how much everybody likes them. So that's why we put so much time into this. This is 3 years of efforts right here in the making, ready to go. So super stoked about it. There's a little bit of machining marks there you can see on the bottom. We didn't even have time to tumble these. We want to get them done. So they're going to be tumbled. You won't see those machining marks right there. So that'll all be gone. Just little things. I'm always going to notice those little things. Can tend to be a little bit of a perfectionist, so that really probably also aided in the 3-year wait time. But like I said, we didn't want anything that was going to be subpar. We want to make sure it was 100% good to go, and it would meet you guys' expectations as well. So really excited about it. Hoping we can hit that $100 price point. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. All right, Patrick. There you go. Yeah, Patrick works here. He chimed in on there. All right, cool, man. Yeah, we've got a great mount. Really stoked about it. You guys have been keeping the faith for a long time, and here it is. Anybody that's just joining, this is going to be rated at 90. So these are the actual functioning, finished prototypes. Then we're moving into production, where we make some subtle little changes like this. It'll be rated at 90 when it's stowed. And obviously those 2 little countersunk holes are going away, since we did go with the press fit. And little things you learn along the way. You just saw how we changed the laser engraving, and that's the nice thing about being a small company. We're very adaptable. So as soon as we see something, we can fix it, man. We can get it going on the fly. We're not like a big corporate company where we have to run it up the chain, not too far. So there it is. So you're gonna get MCARBO just like that, and you're gonna get sub-2K optic mount on the side. So it's gonna be pretty sweet. I really love this little mechanism here. Really fun, great solution to a significant problem. And getting that 90 was very important and critical as well. It took a lot of fine detail. 5/1000ths of an inch is where it was at the end. Was the difference between that 90 or 92 degrees. So that was driving me nuts. So we finally got that right. Really excited, man. It all came together just perfectly, finally. So we got 3 of these babies. We're gonna be sending them out to the forum. I'm trying to think where we're gonna send the prettiest one. I guess we should send it to the forum. Send this one, and then there's 2 more. So definitely the forum's getting one. 704 Tactical's getting one. And if anybody's got any hookups with Nut and Fancy or Hickok 45, you know, any of the others that you think might be a good fit you know, to take one of the M series, run with it with the optic mount. Really excited to see it go head to head with the competitor mount. It'll be fun. So that's what makes it fun, man. It's good, you know, push that innovation to the next level. You got to definitely step it up if you're going to bring something new. Looks setting high when folded. Yeah, Dave. That's the only drawback, that you're gonna take the good with the bad. That's it. So it's gonna be sitting like that on the side. So whatever your concealment device is, if it's a bag, you're good to go. If it's a real tight form-fitting case, I mean, you could fold it down a little bit, maybe kind of snug it in there, or maybe you change up your concealment platform. But that is it. That is the only drawback to where we're at right here. Other than that, you've got a mount that'll co-witness with your iron sights. It'll fold, rock steady, lock up. You're gonna have a repeatable zero. It's not gonna fall off the front. It's not gonna have to be mounted way out here, like this high off your line of sight, where you're like shooting from the hip. I'm exaggerating. I'm just having fun with that. Yeah. Cool, man. Thanks, Ed. Awesome. Yeah. So it's up to you. I mean, it's going to be on the side like that. So that is just one little hurdle there. But other than that, man, that's it. Oh, yeah. Thanks, brother. You're live with me, man. We're live. We're making magic. We're making little optic mounts. So I'm pretty stoked about it. So we've got 3. We've got more to go. We got a lot of work cut out for us here, but really stoked. It's going to keep us busy. And I'm really excited to see what everybody does with it. You know, all the PCC competitions. I just can't wait to get it to you guys. That's what really keeps us pumped up, keeps us motivated. How's it installed? Perfect question. All right, let's go back to this. You know, this is what I used as the initial demo. Like, oh man, I've got a sub-2K and I've got a red dot on it. Oh shoot, this is a great folding PCC until you try to fold it with your red dot. And you're like, oh man, so I'll just take it off with my little Torx key and put it in my pocket. Not a good idea. So we take the mount, and you'll see here it's these 4 screws, right, that you would remove from your actual grip. Sorry, your forward rail. And then you're going to put it right in, just like that. Okay? And then there's 4 countersunk screws that go in there, and they're going to use the factory hardware, factory nuts that go on the back side. That's it. So just 4 screws, and it's a nice clean fit. We've got perfect length on the screws, so they're nice and flush in there, and that's it. Literally a 5-minute installation, if that. Really just want to make sure you tighten them up good, and that's it. And then you're running and gunning. And then you've got an optic mount that you're running instead of an optic mounted to the forward rail that you can't fold now. So that was the big thing, was how do we come up with something that'll hold zero better than what's currently out there, give guys an alternative solution. Some have made obviously a valid point that it's going to be stowed on the side rather than underneath. The other argument can be said that you're not going to worry about your charging handle smashing into your optic underneath. So really excited. There's at least 2 options now. I love the way this looks. This is very fitting for the Sub-2K. It looks like something that should come from the factory and possibly will on the M series is the goal. So no, not the stock screws. You're going to get 4 screws that come with this that are matching the threads on that lock nut from the factory. So the factory lock nuts will be reused. The 4 screws are going to be countersunk flush screws that mount in there. All right, you got the socket head bolts, socket head cap screws on the other side. Somebody's going to correct me on the hardware. So you're going to have the you're going to have the actual countersunk screws here, the 4 on this side. So it'll be nice, flush, clean look, perfect depth, just to mate up to those plastic lock nut, sorry, can't say plastic anywhere in the Sub-2K. It's going to mount up to the lock nuts, which have a little plastic collar inside, right? And those are the factory nuts. They go on the rail, and then we're going to include those 4 screws that made up perfectly to hold the mount in place. But a real simple, straightforward installation, so it's nothing crazy. You don't have to really get too complicated with it. Got some laughs out of that. It's good. Yeah, man, I enjoy this. I love keeping it light here. I love going live. Pressure's on. You can't screw this up. So this is a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Nylon, yes. Thank you, Justin. No, you're right. Nylon lock nuts. It's super late. I love it. This is good, man. So what other questions do you guys have? Anything else on the optic mount? It'll co-witness perfectly. I think everybody's able to see that really well. We showed that earlier, but I'll show you again. And the great thing is you can literally look through that rear sight. Now through the camera it's a little difficult, but there's obviously front sight post and your red dot, absolute co-witness. If you wanted a lower 1/3, you could always put a riser in there. So you can see your front sight post, red dot, beautiful. So that's something that you can't get anywhere else. You can't get it if you were to mount it on your factory rail, you wouldn't even get an absolute co-witness. And with the competitor's mount, no chance. That thing is just like sky high, like 6 inches off the rail. It's an exaggeration. All right, man, we're dwindling down, but we still got people hanging out. We're 41 on YouTube and we're 24 on Facebook. You guys got me for a couple more minutes. I think I actually have to go soon. We've been an hour. I love this. So I did try to record it for the guys in the forum that maybe aren't on YouTube or Facebook, and the video's gone. So this is all that there's going to be. Maybe I'll do another video. I just want to get this out today so we had a good, right off the bat video on what's happening with the optic mount, because I know a lot of people were starting to wonder, because I want to give updates, but if I have nothing really to report, potty time. Yeah, I know. It's all right. Just right here. No. Yeah, man. So I just finally had something to get. There we go. On target, Donnie. Price. So we're gonna try to hit that $100 price point. That's the goal. So if we've got to compete with that, we're gonna try to do it. So the way we're gonna do it is obviously make our machining as efficient as possible. Slow it down where we need to. Speed it up where we can. I think we've got that. I think we're right in the ballpark. Yeah, right at 100 if we can. 99, 95 would be my preferred. So the only thing that would keep us from doing that is obviously some unforeseen extra cost, but I don't see that because we're going to continue running these. And obviously, the more we make, the cheaper it'll get. Awesome. Thanks, brother. Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the love, man. This has been a long project. Does it shoot when it's folded? No. You mean, does the sub shoot when it's folded? Definitely not. Awesome, guys. There we go. First 2 orders right here. JB and Silverback. There we go. So yeah, man, here's the new optic mount. I guess some people are chiming in. Oh, Johnny. Thanks, brother. Yeah, man. So we're really stoked about it. Really pumped. I think the only thing we've heard from everybody is obviously the new concealment device is what's going to have to be considered. Yeah, Corey's going to take 2. And I think that's the thing too. It's just a matter of get it into people's hands, letting them run with it, see if it's up to their expectations, which I'm excited to put our name on it. I know it will be. So we're really pumped, really stoked about this. My in-laws just landed. I got to go pick them up. My wife is going to kill me. Oh, man. I could just hang out here with you guys all day long, man. It's fun. So really happy we got this, at least this update video out to you guys so you have a good idea of what the heck is going on. I feel like I've been saying 15 weeks for the last 15 months, and I hate doing that. But at least everybody's kept the faith, and you saw earlier when I was showing you all the revisions that we've gone through, so we finally ended up with a finished product. And these, I'm back to story time now. So if you've been here from the beginning, you know what's coming. A ton of different revisions. And I can just dump these all out now because we don't need to keep them separated because we're not using them. We started out, trying something a little bit different, similar to the Midwest, but slightly different. Scrap. Didn't work. Same kind of problems. Lockup was garbage. I mean, it was just, no. Weren't going to put our name on it. Weren't going to send it out. Then we moved on to this little suitcase style latch where it would bolt to the side right here. And then it would come over the top of the rail, grab the rail right here, and then lock in place. So grab the rail and then fold down and lock in place. Lockup was terrible. Wouldn't hold zero repeatedly because of the movement. Plastic, aluminum, not liking each other. So it worked out, man. I mean, finally we got to this point. And also we ended up with this really chunky, big prototype. Actually had a locking pin that you had to like pull out from the front to move it up and down. Lockup was terrible. Didn't work. We dumped a lot of money into stuff that didn't work. And after that, we just took it, slow and smooth. And, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, man. That's what inevitably, and obviously a lot of feedback from the M CARBO Brotherhood. You guys helped us navigate a lot of these issues. And, we just kept it as simple as possible. Finally came up with something, the hammer sear engagement, which I had that bonehead moment in my office, literally looking at like one of these things. I'm like, why is this not working? And it's like we do so many dang spring kits for triggers, hammers, sears, triggers. It's like, dude, why the heck didn't you just go with that from the beginning? But anyway, we finally did. So a hammer sear engagement was definitely the big win. Yeah, man. Awesome. Yeah, video froze up. My wife's blowing me up right now because I'm supposed to pick up the in-laws. Yeah, that's my life, man. So my boss is hitting me up. I got to go report to the boss. I got to make the airport run. In-laws are in town, man. Wife's parents got to keep them happy now. Don't want to be in trouble. So I got to go to the airport, but we'll do another Facebook Live. Yeah, it's pick rail, so you can mount anything on top. So as long as you've got a pick rail attachment, you're good to go. I mean, you're solid. It's actually, let me show you. So pick rail on top, so you're good there. Anything you want. Family first, and MCARBO is your family. Yes, Justin. I'm gonna use that one with my wife. I love that. Thank you. That'll be fun. Anyway, yeah, man. So really stoked about this. I'll take some photos and get them out on the website as well, and we'll just be rocking and rolling, man. We're just cruising. So it's a matter of just getting into production. 7 weeks, target price. $99.95 is the goal, unless something unforeseen happens where price has to go up a few dollars for whatever. I don't think so, but we're still waiting on the actual machining times to come in, so we have a definite. Yeah, man. Thanks, Corey. Yeah, man. Glad to give you guys an update. Finally, long overdue. You guys deserve it. Thank you so much for all your support and all the time you guys put into this. Keeping the faith. Heck yeah. Are you gonna buy another M series? That's what I'm talking about. So that's fun too. That's a big test with KEL-TEC. They want to see how viable is this M series, and that's what's going to determine whether it keeps going or not. 1,000 is what they committed to initially, but if it continues to do well, and these, and they like it, obviously it helps. P11. All right, we do have the P11 spring kit, but they just discontinued that. So there are some things that they're discontinuing along the way too. So we got to be ready for new stuff. Definitely not going to do anything with the sub. They're not ever going to discontinue this. This has been just a big win for them, and rightfully so. It's a phenomenal pistol caliber carbine that does a lot of unique things. Folding for one of them, running a lot of your pistol caliber mags. Very innovative, very practical, tactical solution. I'm up for one. Yeah, Ryan. Thanks, brother. Good. Got it on live late. Man, that's why I've been hanging here. That's why I've been here an hour and 5 minutes. P11's your first one. Awesome. Yeah, it's been around for a long time. So we'll have a spring kit for that here shortly. We've got most of it already, but we're just waiting on the hammer spring to come back, and that's it. Do we get free ones to try out? So yeah, the MCARBO Brotherhood, the forum. So if you're not already on there, get on there. You're going to get more updates there. Follow what they're doing, the testing. We're going to take one of these and it's going to go all around the forum. Hopefully it eventually ends up back to me somehow. Everybody can put like their name on it or engrave something cool. I'd like to have it back for a little memento, a little trophy, just to remember all that went into it, and just to know like who all had it. Maybe they can put all their forum names on there. That'd be sweet. It's a lot of fun, man. So really excited about this. There we are, an hour, some change update. You guys are still hanging with me. It's awesome, man. Thank you. Let's do another Facebook Live, YouTube Live, especially if you guys liked it. Just ask me to do it. $99.95 is the target. So that's what we're looking at for a price. So Tim's been mowing the grass. Yeah, man, good. I like it. Hopefully on the tractor there, just cruising, watching. There you go. Yeah, brother, start saving up. So $99.95. So go ahead and earmark one of those Benjamins for this baby right here. That's the target. I don't want it to be more than that. How well does it hold zero? Phenomenally well. This is so it's a hammer sear engagement lockup, rock solid. We were demoing it earlier. I mean, you can pull up. You can try to pull up. There's no movement. You can push it down, but you don't have to worry about it going down. All right, there's plenty of spring tension to keep it stabilized, right? And naturally, that muzzle flip wants to go up anyway, so there's not any downward momentum. The most important thing is it only goes one direction. It'll go down, it won't go up, whereas the competitor mount, it'll go up and down, like a little seesaw. So you'll get a lot of that jumping with the red dot back and forth. So, okay, there we go. One last little preview. My wife is texting me. I can see it. The lights are flashing. Just kidding. She doesn't watch these anyway. All right, so folds out of the way. Boom. All right, deploys, rocking and rolling. That's what I love about it, man. Very functional, very simple, straightforward, practical mount that just makes sense. It's faster to deploy than the competitor's mount. You don't need any little pieces of 550 cord with any little square knots attached to kind of shimmy it around your charging handle. Let's take a little jab where I can. I don't know, it's good, man. Good, healthy competition. It's fun. So I'm excited to see the side-by-side. We're going to send it out to 704 Tactical. They're going to run one, and then the M CARBO Brotherhood, and we'll have one more possibly float around somewhere, somehow. Anybody's got any hookups with Hickok 45, nothing fancy, or any of those guys, we'll definitely love to send them one. All right, guys, I got to roll. Well, we'll do another Facebook Live. All right, Facebook's back. You're on my cell phone. This is my other phone. So my wife keeps calling every time. Sorry. So I got to go. We're going to do another Facebook Live. Right at an hour, 8 minutes. Not bad. Pretty good. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate all you guys hanging in there. 41 on YouTube. How many we got over here on Facebook still? We got 10. I'm going to blame my wife on that one. All right, guys. Really appreciate all your support. Thanks a lot. Let's pick it back up again, do another live. And we'll definitely get this out to the M CARBO Brotherhood right away tonight. And then also to 704 Tactical. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. See you guys later. If I can turn this thing off.